Some people say every quiet suburb hides a ticking time bomb. In my case, that bomb had a name: Karen. She was the kind of woman who believed the HOA rules didn't just protect the neighborhood. They were the law. And for some reason, I had become her favorite target. Welcome to Silent Divide Tales. Make sure you like and subscribe because you don't want to miss tomorrow's story. That morning was supposed to be simple. I had a construction project waiting at a nearby lot, my bulldozer fueled and ready. But when I stepped outside with my coffee, there it was, a white Ford Expedition parked sideways across my driveway, like a barricade. My pulse slowed. It wasn't a mistake. Karen's house sat directly across the street, and she stood on her porch, arms crossed, sipping her own drink with a smirk that said, "Try me." I called out, "Hey, you're blocking my driveway!" She tilted her head, eyes narrow. "Maybe next time keep your noise down when you start that ugly machine of yours." Something inside me clenched. I stared at the blocked path, my dozer humming faintly from across the yard. The day had just begun, and I could already feel it turning into something dangerous. Before we dive in deeply, let us know in the comments what country or which city you're watching this story from. We'd love to know how far this story travels. I walked closer to the Ford Expedition, its chrome grille glaring under the mid-morning sun. Karen's smug eyes followed every step I took. I could hear birds, the faint buzz of a lawnmower 2 houses down, and my own heartbeat thudding in my chest. "Move it, Karen," I said, keeping my voice calm. "I've got work to do." She laughed, that sharp kind of laugh meant to cut. Maybe if you people followed the neighborhood rules, we wouldn't have problems. Her words stung more than I wanted to admit. You people. I swallowed hard. The neighbors started peeking through the curtains. No one said a word. I tried reason. "You're trespassing and blocking my property. Please move it." Karen took a step forward, her perfume strong, her tone dripping with mock sweetness. "What are you going to do? Call the cops? Go ahead. I am the HOA." That was the problem. She really believed she was untouchable. I turned, heading back toward the garage. My hand brushed the cold steel of the bulldozer's lever. For a moment I just stood there, jaw tight, the anger bubbling. The Ford glinted in the sunlight, almost daring me to act, and I was starting to think maybe, just maybe, it was time someone called her bluff. I stood inside the garage staring at my bulldozer. The yellow beast looked massive under the flickering light, quiet now, but powerful enough to make a statement. My reflection in the side mirror looked tense, jaw set, eyes sharp. Karen was still outside, talking loudly on her phone. I heard her laugh, tossing in words like disrespectful and unruly. She was clearly describing me. My hands twitched at my sides. The neighborhood had seen her pull stunts before. Trash fines, fake complaints, even calling security on a delivery driver. But blocking my driveway? That was new. I stepped back outside, walking toward her SUV. "Karen, I'm asking you one last time. Move your car." She hung up and smirked. "Or what? You gonna drive that thing over my Ford?" she said, pointing at my bulldozer. The way she said it, mocking and daring, hit something deep. I could feel my patience crumbling. I took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the moment. Every eye on the street seemed to be watching from behind blinds and cracked windows. The air was thick, hot, and silent. Karen crossed her arms again, shaking her head slowly. "Face it, you don't belong here." That was it, the last spark before the fire. The bulldozer's engine roared to life like thunder ripping through calm skies. Karen jumped, her smirk faltering for the first time. The ground trembled faintly beneath us. I gripped the controls, eyes fixed on that gleaming white Ford blocking my freedom. Neighbors' doors creaked open. A man across the street whispered, "Oh no, he's really doing it." Someone else held up a phone, recording. The air was alive, thick with tension, fear, and a strange, quiet anticipation. Karen's voice cut through the rumble. "You're insane! "You can't touch my car! I'll have you arrested!" But her words barely reached me. The bulldozer inched forward, its steel tracks grinding against the concrete. The sound was harsh, deep, and final, like something ancient waking up. I could see her trying to stand tall, clutching her phone, pretending she wasn't scared. But her hand shook slightly. That one tiny tremor told me everything. She knew she'd gone too far. I stopped a few feet short of her SUV, letting the massive shadow of the machine swallow her Ford hull. Karen took a shaky step back, still yelling, but her voice cracked halfway through. I didn't move another inch. I just let the engine growl and the message sink in. The bulldozer's engine growled deep, echoing across the cul-de-sac. Karen stood frozen, clutching her phone, her bravado melting into fear. I revved once, slow, deliberate. The sound alone made her stumble backward. Still, she didn't move her SUV. Maybe she thought I was bluffing. I wasn't. I eased the lever forward. The steel blade met the bumper with a deafening crunch. Metal screamed. Karen shrieked as the bulldozer's front lifted the Ford like it was made of paper. In one motion, the SUV tilted, rolled, and landed hard on its side. The sound, glass shattering, metal bending, cut through the neighborhood like lightning. For a few seconds, there was silence, just the ticking of the engine and the faint hiss of leaking fluids. Neighbors stared wide-eyed from porches, recording in stunned disbelief. Karen stood speechless, her face pale, her phone hanging limp in her hand. I shut the engine off, climbed down, and met her eyes. My voice came out low, calm, and steady. "You block me again, Karen. Next time, I won't stop halfway." Sirens wailed in the distance, drawing closer. But in that moment, for the first time, Karen said nothing. Not one word. The end. Please like and subscribe for more rich stories like this. Comment below. Also, if you really love this video and want to support the channel directly, you can hit that super thanks button below.